Hello and welcome to another episode of How To with Paul Henderson. Today's video, I'll be changing out my stock OEM battery for a new battery. And the battery that I chose to use is the OPTIMA Group 94R. The OPTIMA has 880 cold cranking amps with 1000 cranking amps. My current battery has 850 cold cranking amps with 1000 cranking amps. Now my current battery is 4 years old and is showing some signs of not holding a charge. So I decided it was time to upgrade to a much better battery. Like I said, this is the OPTIMA Group 94R. It is a DH7 model. I bought it from AutoZone. Now, I did do some testing on the current battery. So here's a screenshot of the first test. So it says good battery, but recharge. The volts measured at, let's see, here it is. Volts measured at 12.23. Cold cranking amps was measured at 579. But it's rated at 850, so that's not very good. And then I did it again about an hour later, and it shows 12.12 volts, 592 cold cranking amps, and 850, of course, is the rated cold cranking amps. Now just yesterday, which was 7/1, I tested again first thing in the morning. It still says good, but recharge. The volts was measured at 12.05. Cold cranking amps was measured at 585, and of course it's still rated 850. So I think it is time to replace the stock battery with a new one. This one is just over 4 years old. I thought it was 5. It was replaced at I think a year and 3 months or something like that after I bought it. So I think those factory batteries are a piece of shit. So it's time to upgrade to a better one. This one was pretty pricey. I don't know what it cost for the stock one, but this one was, I think $360 after everything. Might have been a little bit less. Let me see. Hang on a second. $362, and I think that included the $22 cord charge. So I got to take the stock one back and get my 22 back. So like I said, this is the OPTIMA yellow top AGM battery, group size 94R. 880 cold cranking amps, model number DH7. And I'll tell you the size real quick. It's 7.5 inches tall, 6 inches and 15/16 of an inch. Let me say that again. It's 15/16 of an inch deep and 12.716 inches wide. I'll give you a small description of it. I'm not going to go through the whole booklet that I printed up. So product description: OPTIMA yellow top deep cycle and starting battery for extreme conditions where the battery performs deep cycles and starting jobs. It is a spill-proof AGM design, can be mounted in most positions. It is more vibration resistant and will recharge faster than a standard battery. So that is definitely good. It is the OPTIMA, let's see, it says OPTIMA yellow top can provide 2 times longer life. OPTIMA provides a cleaner and higher power for car audio systems. I just have a stock audio system. I'm not doing that audio crap on my vehicles anymore. OPTIMA battery can be mounted in most positions. Of course, I'm just going to mount it in the position that it's designed to be mounted in. And then it says OPTIMA is built to withstand abuse and vibration. So that's good. Now let's see if there's anything else I can mention. I think I did it all already. Yep. So that's it. So the tools you are going to need will be a ratchet, an extension. I have 2 on here. You will need a 10 millimeter deep socket and a 13 millimeter socket. A little wire brush to clean the inside of the terminals. And I would also recommend either rubber gloves or something like this that has rubber on one side to protect your hands from getting nicked from the sharp metal edges. And I think that is it. So let's go ahead and get on with the install. Oh yeah, and don't forget a step stool. Definitely gonna need this. Let me go ahead and get my gloves on. So you're gonna want to take that 10 millimeter deep socket and remove the negative battery terminal first. and just wiggle it off. And I suggest taking a towel and wrapping it around it so it won't contact the battery terminal, and just tuck it out of the way. There we go. And now to remove this protective cover, you have a push point here and over here. Just push them in, lift it up, set it off to the side. Now I'm going to go ahead and remove this hold down bracket first. I did kind of loosen it yesterday, so now it's time to remove the whole bracket. And that's it for that bracket. Now we got to undo the 10mm bolt on the positive terminal. And like I said, you don't have to remove this nut either, just loosen it up. Now there is a tab down at the bottom here. You just have to pull back a little bit, and then just wiggle it off. But you also need to remove this connector right here, so pull back on the red tab and push down on this little black tab, just like that. Should have did that first. And now I do have a little rope here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and mount this up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and tie that to the other end of something. I'll be right back. Down here there is a 13mm bolt that holds down a rubber block that holds this in place. And that you will definitely need a longer extension. Kind of a tight spot down there. Let me get a pair of pliers. There we go. So here's that rubber hold down rubber block. Okay, so let me get this out of the way. Let's see, I'll put that right there. So it should be ready to go. Now this battery does weigh 50 pounds. So make sure you have a fender protector and you're strong enough to lift it up. Holy smoly. Okay. Battery tray looks really nice. Put that right there. Okay. So now for the new Optima. There we go. I'm going to sit that right there. I'm going to go ahead and take this off. No, I'll leave that on for right now. So now I'm going to go ahead and reinstall this hold down block. I'll try putting it back in with the pliers. There we go, it just slips right in place. And go ahead and tighten that holding block back down. Now I'm going to go ahead and reinstall this. Here we go. Snaps right in place. I'm going to go ahead and tighten that clamp down. Oh, the one thing I wanted to do is to clean that terminal. All right. Now take your socket and tighten the positive nut down. Just make it snug. Now we'll go ahead and do the negative. Wait, first, I'm going to go ahead and reconnect this connector right here. Push in the red tab. You're going to want to make sure this is seated really good. So you might want to wiggle it around a little bit. And then tighten that one down. Just make it snug. And put the cover back on. There we go. Okay, so I got that tight, and that wire connected. And now for the battery hold down bracket. let me go ahead and start the engine. Well, it definitely starts up a lot nicer than it did with this stock battery. This one sucks. Oh God. Yeah, so that one only lasted 4 years. I'm sure it would have been probably completely dead within 5. Well, that's it for this video. I think that's, oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Let's go ahead and test the battery real quick. Okay, it's measured at 12.67 volts. Let's go ahead and do a battery test. 12 volt. We'll do regular test, in vehicle, top post, AGM, cold cranking amps, 880. I already have it set for that. Enter, testing, please wait. So the volts says good battery, volts 12.72. Cold cranking amps was measured at 1260, rating is 880. So this battery is good. Well, that's it, folks. If you like this video, tap the like button, tap the subscribe button. That really helps out my channel, and the bell icon, and you get notifications as new videos come out. If you want to make a small donation to my channel, tap the super thanks button. That's if you liked this video. If you want to donate anything to it, go ahead. I'd appreciate it. Anything I get goes back into my truck, into my bike, and some other shit that I buy. Anyway, that's it. And that's it. Well, that's it, folks. See you in the next video. There are no bloopers. I got this pretty much in a couple takes. That's it. See you next video, and may your battery stay fully charged and your vehicle start without any issues. And if you want a good battery, get the Optima. See you later. Bye.